Hello guys and girls, how's it going? Screezilla here and I hope you're all well. And well, French tanks have dropped on the live server. Yes, 1.75 is out and some initial reactions. This is my first game in the AMX-13 FL11. Well, second game. This is my first realistic battle in it. It's kind of a bit hard at the moment. The server's just come back online, so things are a little bit dodgy. This game, it's an okay look at the tank. It's not much, but it's a bit of an idea. It's the really first impression, really first game. I've completely stock at this stage. Now, I've got my scouting mechanics set up, so I can scout in it. And I really wanted to give that a go in the realistic battle and see how that went. And, well, yeah, it does bring down the cost of planes for you. It makes that a lot easier to get. So that is definitely something that's going to make CAS more of a thing to come into the game. But this tank is very, very good from initial impressions. Like, this is really initial impressions, but from what I found in this game, I actually quite like it. The gun is ridiculous. You've got very good penetration. Get it working. There we go. So we've got 102, well, 90 millimeters of penetration, and we're a 3.3 tank. So T-34s can be a bit of a problem, but Panzers not so much. Now I'm getting up here and hiding in this spot up here, and here I'm going to be scouting out some tanks. So I wanted to test out the scout mechanics, so I thought I'll come up here and hopefully I won't find any tanks coming up in this same location. Can be a bit of a busy spot, but well, we'll give it a try. There's a Panzer 4G down there. Don't think I spotted it. I think I missed him. Remember, there's no name tags in realistic battles. But to my left, well, holy crap. Panzer 4H. Panzer 3F. Panzers everywhere. Jesus Christ, Panzer 4F2. Okay, crap. Now, we're in a bit of a problem now. We're in a bit of a pickle. So I've scouted one tank and made a few points from that. Now, there are two tanks to my left, two Panzer 4F2s. So, scout them out quickly. You used to have to scout using the binoculars. Now, luckily here, this guy fluffs his shot. And I managed to get a good shot in. No, I mean, there we go. So I get a good shot in, instant kill, center of mass. Second tank comes around. He fluffs his shot. I get a hit, take out his gunner, his commander, his loader. Don't take out his ammo though. This guy really does have 9 lives, it seems. Take out his engine. And move around. And boom, this guy is dead. Okay, so that's my first 2 kills in this tank. But I'm very much surrounded. Now there's still a Panzer 4H down there. There's just Panzers everywhere. We're really not in a good position in this game. But that's not to say that this tank did a bad job. It was just a bit unlucky, the fact that so many tanks were coming to this position. It's a pretty popular position, I guess, because you can overlook quite a lot of the area. So it's kind of going to be hard because you're going to need to find a good scouting spot where you're not going to be constantly surrounded. So 2 kills, 550 points. Not bad at all. The scouting didn't get much points from, in all honesty. I must say it's kind of a little bit of a disappointment in that respect because you just don't get that many points. Now I should have been looking to my right hand side here, but I thought I was clear. I was more concerned about my left. Boom, I get a massive hit from somewhere. I didn't see what it was, and it's that Panzer 4H there. And finally notice him. Now I take a shot to the turret and I don't die, so I got very lucky here. But that luck's not going to last. I scout him out. Should have probably waited here for some teammates. Try and get it on target. Get a hit. Managed to kill his driver, but I'm effectively dead. There's a KV2 coming around, so I'm desperately trying, but unfortunately I do get the shot off, but it doesn't register on him. So let's just pop to that KV2. Where is he? Or was that the KV1? Yep, so this KV2 here is just KV2ing around. So this guy's been scouted out, so hopefully this guy knows his position, and boom, that Panzer's dead. So with that, I got a few extra points for it. Now the rest of this video is pretty much a slaughter. Not much more happens here, but what I can say is the scouting mechanic is kind of good. With that bit of gameplay there, I had enough to respawn in this tank, the Sherman, the plane, and the AAA vehicle. We'll actually just skip ahead a little bit because I want to talk about the little AAA vehicle. Now there was the T-34 cheat edition in the game as well, the very OP T-34, which I'm really not a fan of. The German T-34, I just don't like T-34s. It's just, they feel very unfair sometimes. You know, it's a very easy tank to use to win, that one. And that's all I'll say about it, really. It's I think it's the reward tank though, but it still is very OP. So we got an SPG and an SPAA down there, so we're going to do some strafe runs with the plane here. Unfortunately, the French guns are not very good for strafing tanks. The 20mm Hispanos, I had a few very good hits on that Sturmpanzer there, but nothing really happens. You know, it's very problematic with these guns. They just seem to bounce everything, and the plane, it really lacks that bit of punch that you need. So the anti-aircraft gun there, again, we get some good hits on there. We do kill his commander, I think it is, but you know, you just don't do the damage you need to do on these tanks with these guns, and you have so little ammo you can't really do much more. So yeah, the French planes as strafers are not that great. As you see there, I blacked out his hull, so that should be a hull break technically, but nope, it's fine. He's still alive. And the Sturmpanzer there, and I'm out of ammo, and I've been hit, and we managed to kill him with a ram. So I feel a bit skeevy doing that kind of thing, but oh well, you know, I had to kill him somehow. But next up, we're going to be taking out the French AAA vehicle, the first tier AAA vehicle, and this actually isn't too bad. You've got 4 13.5mm machine guns on this tank. It's very slow, it's a bit derpy, but it's got really not great penetration. I mean, it's not like a 50 cals penetration, but you can do damage to AAA vehicles and light vehicles. You can cause a fuss and cause problems, but it's very good for taking out aircraft. It's got a very good rate of fire. I'd probably say this is one of my favourite low tier SPAAs. It's like the Russian milk floats, the gas trucks. It's just very good for rate of fire for the rounds. The only issue is it's a clip, and that means there is a bit of a reload time, and you only have 120 rounds in the magazine, so that's what I can't even do the maths at the moment. It's about 30 rounds, I think, 30 rounds or something per gun. So we've got a Stuka coming in. I'm still getting used to this gun, but we get some hits on there straight away. Now you've got in here armor piercing and incendiary. So armor-piercing incendiary bullets and armor-piercing incendiary tracer bullets. So, you know, you can get some good hits. Now, I'm just really playing around practicing with this gun at the moment, so not getting completely used to it. Sorry, I think it's... you know, so we're not doing too badly, but we've got the Stuka lined up here, and we take it out with pretty much ease. When these guns are on target, they are pretty deadly. So, as an SPA, the PAT AAA vehicle is actually pretty good. It's stupid looking, but it is pretty good. One of the other really weird things about it is it's very hard to kill. I've had this in the last game, in the arcade game as well. It was very hard to kill because, well, the crew are very close together, but they're kind of spread out. And the weird thing is this thing just lets shells fly through it. There is nothing in the way of armour on this tank. Well, it's not even a tank, it's a tractor, isn't it? This is a tractor. So we've got a Panzer 3H coming here. Now, we are not going to be able to penetrate it. We have got no hope in hell of penetrating it. But we can probably harass it a little bit. So I think, well, I might as well shoot at it, just for some fun. Not going to do anything here, but it's more just, you know, well, I might as well go out fighting. He fires, he manages to kill my driver, but that's all. Now, he was firing APCR, I think, but still, you know, you would think that would hull break instantly. Machine gun's firing now, and I'm still alive. He fires again, does nothing. Fires again, goes straight through my vehicle. This is what, 4 shots, 5 shots I've taken, and finally the last shot goes into my driver. But it's very hard to kill this tank. It's ridiculous. It's really weird. And, well, last up I decided to take out the Shah. Just for gigs, you know. The B1 Ter, because I knew he was going to be spawn camping us, and I know that I can penetrate his front, so I try and get the kill on him. But unfortunately, I get a good centre of mass shot, but just kill his gunner and his loader. But then the T-34 OP comes around the corner, and there's not really much we can do against that. And that's the game. So let's head back to the hangar. As I said, it wasn't a bad game all in all. It was actually quite fun, and I'm glad to have tested out the scout mechanics in RB. You don't get great rewards for it, though, in all honesty. It's not going to be game-changing for scout tanks. Let's just pull up the... Wait, no, that's not the one I want. Where am I? Defeat the frozen paths. So, the AMX... I don't think this gives the lines report, does it? No, so I got something like 50 lions or something like that for the scouting. It wasn't really much, wasn't really worth much. So yeah, it's going to help the game mechanics, but it's not OP, and it's not going to... I kind of wish it would actually help a bit more towards the RP. I believe that the Panzer that was killed was actually killed with scouting on, so I really didn't get much in the way of that. It just lowered the cost for taking out this plane. Let's just quickly look at the PAT AA. So as you see, it's a little AA truck with, I believe it's a rubber track. So it doesn't even have steel tracks, it's just got a rubber track here. So it's actually not got great traction. It's a very interesting little vehicle. Well, it's got 50mm of effective thickness on the wood. But yeah, this thing is going to be absolutely schwacked anywhere it gets hit. Just use light guns on it. Don't use big guns because you're not going to do anything to it. As you see, you've just got the driver, the loader, and the gunner in this. The gun isn't terrible, as I said. It's actually pretty good for its fire rate. And also, the reload's not terrible. I mean, this is still an early crew, so it's not going to do too much. Before we go, we'll just look at the other AAA vehicles that are introduced. So the AMX-13 DCA-40, which is another AMX-13. Yes, we have a lot of AMX-13s in the game now. This is very similar to probably the Russian one, whatever I'm thinking of. It's got okay-ish frontal armor. It's going to be able to stop 50 cals, things like that. It's sort of like a Whirlwind, possibly. Was it the Whirlwind? What am I thinking of? One of those two. But just the single 40mm Bofors, well, 40mm MLE 51 cannon. It's 240 shots per minute, so good rate of fire. But it is clip fed, so it's only going to have a few shots in it, so it's not going to be absolutely great. Then we have the AMX-13, which is the AMX-13 chassis DCA, and this is the sort of top tier sort of AAA. Twin 30mm guns on there. Sort of almost looks like a Kugelblitz in its design. The armor's not terrible, it's not the greatest, but it is going to stop a lot of attacks from the air damaging you. The back section though, where nothing's kept there, okay, that's good news, but that section there is a real weak spot for machine guns, so that's going to go through that pretty easily, but it's not going to cause any problems. But it is spaced armor, so it should stop a shot from the back causing an instant kill. So 600 shots per minute, reloading rate of 65 seconds, drum fed, so lots and lots of ammunition in this one by the looks of it. So I imagine this thing is going to be an absolute beast for AAA, so that's good to see. Radar on the top as well, not that that does anything. So yeah, so that should be good. And the AMX-13 chassis is not terrible, it's relatively fast and nippy. So that's good, that's going to be a good little AAA vehicle when it comes to unlocking it. And that's all for today, or all for now, I guess. I will continue grinding. Yay. Got down using Eagles because I had a few saved up. We're down at 3.3, can get 3.7 games. I'm currently working on the CCKW 353 AA vehicle. Then I'll probably be working on the ARLs. The ARL, the M4, the SA50, the ARL, the ARL45, and then the Jumbo, of course. So yes, I will get back to you when I have some more tanks and some more information. I hope you found this video somewhat interesting. Let me know what you think below, let me know how your scouting experience goes, and I will see you next time. This is Screezilla out. Have a lovely night. Bye bye.